Hello and welcome to Quasitech Marketing Consultancy. Today we are going to talk about the excessive self-regard tendency and how it can be used in marketing. In the previous video, we looked at the pain avoidance tendency. That is, if the reality is too painful, people tend to distort the information in such a way to the extent when it becomes acceptable to them. And we even saw the example of a woman whose child was in the military. They went for a war and the child was killed, but the mother refused to accept the fact that her son was dead because of the pain avoidance tendency, and how marketers are using this in their strategies. Now we're going to talk on the excessive self-regard tendency. According to this tendency, man's minor possessions tend to be over-appraised. Once owned, they suddenly become more important to him, and he will be willing to pay a higher price if those same goods were offered to him for sale. So we will see a few examples here, maybe two examples. There was a research that was conducted in Sweden to test the driving skills of people. In that research, when most of the drivers were interviewed and their points of view about their driving skills were collected, above 90% of those drivers said their skills were above average, But in reality, 90% is not an average. So if 90 people are saying that their driving skills are above average, it just telling us, it is showing us that as a human being, we tend to over-appraise, we tend to over-evaluate, our skills. So that's the excessive self-regard. So every person wants to feel so important in such a way that they tend to over-magnify their potentials. Now, how do we apply this in marketing? Mostly fashion companies, will be using this excessive self-regard tendency. I remember there was a day I went to a boutique to purchase a pair of shoes. So when I went in, there were a lot of shoes that I even got confused. So the salesperson selected one and gave me to try on. So when I put them on, he looked at me and said the shoes looked so good on me. The feeling was good. I must admit that when somebody appreciates you, it gives you that glow on the face. So I was like excited, I was happy, and at the end, I went around the shop, but at the end I came and took that shoe because it had created that psychological impact on me, and at the end you have to buy. So most of the times, people that are into fashion, into dressing, clothing, things like that, when people come into your shop and they measure clothes, you should always appreciate. Like, you should always give positive comment and things like that. Say if you can, this dress looks good on you. This shoe looks so awesome on you. You look great with this clothing on you. Or it would be good if you could add this other product, and so on and so forth. So appreciate. Everybody wants to be appreciated. So if you can use that very well in your business, it will be very, very good, and it will increase your sales. Thank you very much for watching. If you are somehow interested in learning strategies that will expand your business internationally and will upgrade your sales, click the link below to schedule an appointment with one of our leading consultants, which is completely free. You're not losing anything apart from your time. Invest time in your business, in your future, to grow that. In the next video, we will look at the over-optimism tendency, which says that man believes what he wishes. That is, if a man wishes something, only that will he believe.